Have you ever noticed your brain suddenly becomes a philosopher at 2 a.m., but during study time it becomes like a mashed potato?
And whenever you finally decide, today I will be productive, your bed suddenly becomes emotionally attractive.
Or when you're super late, that's when your parents start an important conversation.
Beta, sit down for 2 minutes. Those 2 minutes are never 2 minutes.
What if I told you these things are not random? There are actual laws that explain why humans behave like this.
And once you learn them, you will start predicting life like a Netflix writer.
These laws secretly control students, gamers, billionaires, podcasters, and literally everyone.
And especially that one kid who says, I didn't study at all and then scores 98%.
Today, we are exposing 5 laws secretly running your life.
And trust me, one of these laws will explain your entire school life.
Murphy Law says if something can go wrong, it probably will.
Simple translation. Life sometimes act like your personal hater.
Example: you study 5 chapters for an exam. Exam paper be like, today we will ask only from one chapter that you skipped.
That's not education. That's assassination.
Or when the toast falls, it somehow always lands on the butter side.
And when your phone falls, suddenly gravity becomes stronger than usual.
Murphy Law teaches one important thing: always have backup plans. And if you can, make more backup plans of those backup plans.
Carry extra pen, save assignments twice, and never trust school Wi Fi, I swear.
Murphy Law is life saying skill issue.
Kidlin's law says if you can clearly write down the problem, you are halfway to solving it.
Basically, your brain becomes less dramatic when things become clear.
Imagine you feel stressed. Your brain says everything is ruined. But then you write homework pending, need to study math, need to reply friend. And suddenly life feels manageable again.
Our brain loves turning tiny problems into Marvel villains.
Even programmers do this. When code breaks, they write down the exact problem.
And then spend 4 hours discovering they forgot one comma.
Writing things down remove confusion. Confusion creates panic. Clarity creates solution.
Wow, that sounded motivational enough for Pinterest. Now, this is insanely accurate. Pareto principle says 80% of your results come from 20% of the effort.
Meaning, small things create big results.
For example, you probably use only 20% of the apps on your phone, but they take 80% of your screen time.
YouTube, gaming, and pretending to study.
Or in school, 20% of the students ask 80% of the weird questions.
Ma'am, what happens if moon explodes during exams?
Even in businesses, a small number of customers create most profits. Even in life, a few habits create the most success.
Like sleeping properly. People ignore it like it's optional DLC.
The law teaches us focus on few important things, creating results.
Basically, stop polishing pebbles, find diamonds. This law personally attacks students. Parkinson's law says work expands to fill the time available.
Translation: if assignment takes 1 hour but teacher gives 7 days, your brain suddenly says, future me can handle this.
Then future you suffers.
And present you sleeps peacefully.
Imagine your mom says, clean your room in 10 minutes. Suddenly you become speedrunner.
But if she says, clean it anytime today, the room stays dirty until night time.
More often creates more laziness. That's why successful people create strict deadlines.
Fear is surprisingly motivational.
Not healthy, but effective. Okay, this next law has the weirdest name ever, Ephraim's Law.
Which literally sounds like someone sneezed while creating a word.
But the meaning is actually super interesting. Ephraim's Law says, if something can work, it eventually will work.
And if that sounds familiar, that's because Ephraim is literally Murphy spelled backwards.
Murphy's Law says everything will go wrong, but Ephraim's Law says eventually things can go right too.
Basically, human beings are surprisingly good at solving problems.
Think about it. The first aeroplane looked hilarious. The first computers were huge. Old mobile phones look like TV remotes with emotional issues.
But humans kept improving things slowly, again and again, until impossible things became normal.
Even students somehow finish impossible homework at the last moment.
That power is panic productivity.
Ephraim's law is actually optimist. It reminds us that problems are temporary, solutions will eventually appear.
Like when your Wi Fi suddenly starts working again after you threatened the router.
Or when your code magically works after doing absolutely nothing.
Ephraim's law teaches us don't quit early because many impossible things become possible with enough attempts.
Human civilization is basically millions of people refusing to give up.
Wait, that unexpectedly became deep. These laws sound so funny, but they explain human behavior really well.
And once you notice them, you will see them everywhere in school, in gaming, in friendship, in literally daily life.
So, comment below what law describes your life the most.
Mine is Parkinson's Law,
And mine is Murphy's Law.
especially during exams. If you enjoyed this video,
Like, subscribe, and share this to that one friend who studies one night before the exam and still gets amazing marks.
we all know that person. So, see you in the next.
SideQuest. Bye bye.